Danny looked for exactly what I was looking for. I never got an email with a home that I was no way interested in. And I will tell you, in the past, I've had other agents for over a year. I was kind of, making plans to move into my final home, waiting for my son to finish high school. And some of the other agents, they were sending me homes that I was nowhere near interested in. They had the size down, but I mean, I always, wanted at least, an acre, half acre. And I was getting homes that weren't even on an acre, weren't on a half acre. Told them I didn't want a track home. I wanted something unique and different, more of a custom home. And from day one, Danny sent me exactly that. Every house that I looked at that Danny sent me had somewhat my interest. If it was the size of the house, the size of the property, or the garage that I kept pointing out, the extra garage for cars. It had, if not two, three of those things. So it definitely kept my interest. It was never a home that I was not even going to purchase. Found them on social media, on another home that I was interested in, that I found on social media. And I met him there at the property. Felt pretty good at that house, but I knew it was not going to be the right house. But he handled it, professionally and in the same way as a person to person. I felt he was definitely going to be the agent that was going to sell me my next and final house. A1 perfect. And I emailed him afterwards, and that's where I agreed to do this today, because I think this is my fourth home that I've purchased over my lifetime. And nightmares, I remember being young and scary, that I get phone calls about they needed another check stub, or they needed another W-2 form that I know I'd already given them. So, financial institutions that were, I guess, unorganized. And Danny recommended me to one of the best finance companies that I've ever dealt with. And again, I sent him an email stating the same thing. If anything made me nervous, when I didn't get a phone call or I didn't get an email, but everything was on track. I got the email as to what stage I was at, when we were at escrow, when we were at closing, the final stages. They made me sleep easy, I mean, I remember my second home, when I purchased it, I started getting headaches because I was always worried, if I was going to get it or if I could afford it. They put me in the difference this time is they put me in a position that made me feel comfortable, that I could afford this home. Everything was on track. Nothing uncomfortable at any time. It's just the most professional experience I've ever had. As an agent, definitely the best experience. If I can compare it to anything in the past, number one. I felt very comfortable talking to him. He actually answered questions that I didn't even ask. I'll take it back to the inspection of the home. You're always nervous, and he actually helped me point some things out that I might want to question. That was, much appreciated. Saved me money. Made me feel comfortable. It definitely was on my side. 100% on my side for the buyer, which I was, and it was just a very comfortable, good experience. I would even say great experience. Thank you. Something that I've always wanted to be able to do is, purchase, your last final home that you're going to retire in, and pass on to your family. Move in my parents. It was always a dream, born and raised in a neighborhood that was very nice. I have great memories, when I was a child. But through the years, you just seen the neighborhood kind of go down. And I always wanted to be able to move my parents into their final home that they could feel comfortable, go for walks, garden, and with the help of Danny and his team, it made it possible. So I gotta just say thank you very much.